Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a look with the Maybelline Total Temptation Shadow and Highlight Palette. You have one side of the palette is pinks, mauves, that type of thing. And then over here you have peaches, gold, and brown. So we're going to be using this side today. And I have already applied my foundation, my blush, my contour, powder, concealer. I did my brows. So we're going to start with eyeshadow primer just to save some time so this video won't be an hour long. I'm going to use Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the anti-aging one. If you've ever had a problem with Urban Decay Primer Potion drying out the skin on your eyes, try the anti-aging one because this one is actually moisturizing and it still, works well with your shadows and everything. So I did use a little bit of concealer though. When I did my concealer under my eyes, I was blending it with a brush and then I sort of blended the brush over my eyelid area because the one thing I don't like about the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the anti-aging one, is it's transparent. So it doesn't give you any kind of coverage. If they came out with one that had a little bit more opacity to it, that would be great. Because, yeah, I just, I like my concealer to do both. That's why I also like the MAC Painterly Paint Pot because it gives you the coverage. But that's not technically an eyeshadow primer, but everybody uses it as one. They actually have an eyeshadow primer. It's called Prep and Prime, but I don't know anybody that uses that. I like the paint pots because I love the way eyeshadows go on over it. But I do really like this too. It's just I have to use a little bit of concealer to get that coverage because, I mean, if you could see well, you guys have seen me without makeup many times, and you've got slight discoloration and you can see little veins and stuff, and so you kind of need for the primer to do a little bit of both. Well, I do anyway. Okay, so there are highlighters in this palette, and I don't have a highlighter brush in front of me, so let me go grab one. So yeah, I already have my contour and blush, so all I gotta do for the face products left is the highlighter. So let's see how this gold looks. I swatched it in my haul video the other day and it looked pretty promising. This is the Wet n Wild highlighter brush from the Fire Dragon versus Ice Dragon collection. So we'll just put a little bit of that on and go right across the top of my cheekbones and then up into the temple area. Oh yeah, I can definitely say it. That is a very yellowy gold. I have to say, I think I prefer that highlighter that I showed you yesterday, the platinum one. That color works really well with my skin tone. I mean, I still wear yellow gold highlighters, but they just don't look as good on me as they would with somebody who has a warmer skin tone. Okay, so obviously this gold shade right here is going to be our brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight. I'm just going to use this little brush from Essence. This is my first time using this palette, so we're trying it together. Oh, wow, that inner corner highlight is really popping. Just want to make sure this is nice and even here. Okay, that's blended better now. Okay, so this peach shade right here, I'm going to put on my lids with my MAC 239 shader brush. Ooh, pretty. Oh, that's a really pretty color. I mean, you really don't know what something's going to look like until you actually put it on your skin. Swatches, to me, tell you very, very little. When I swatched this in my haul video the other day, it wasn't very impressive, but yeah, I've learned that swatches mean nothing. Have you ever bought something that swatched beautifully, then you went to use it on your eyes and you had trouble working with it? So it can be the opposite, you know? This has got like it's got like a sheen to it that's really pretty. It's almost like it's like a satin, I guess you would say. Yeah, I would say this is like a satin. Okay. Now I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush and I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is sort of like a light warm brown, or a deeper shade of like that orangey color. A warm peach or... Okay, very curious about this one. Whenever I'm trying something out for the first time, I always go easy with it when I put the product on my brush, because you know, if it ends up being really pigmented, sometimes it's difficult to blend things away. Like my eyeshadow in yesterday's video. I didn't blend that well enough before I started filming. That crease color I had on was not blended enough. That's not like me either. Usually I always take the time to do that. I watched, I think, 2 videos of people talking about this product, and it had mixed reviews when it came out, but I'm finding this really easy to work with. It's not as pigmented as what I'm used to, but sometimes that can be good because it just makes it so much easier. easier and less time consuming because you don't have to spend as much time blending. Okay. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this color also and just go right over the outside part of the lid. Just to give it a little bit of depth. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go in with this Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Hot Chocolate. And I'm going to do my waterline. And my tight lines. And then I'm going to take this small Zoeva pencil brush and I'm going to go into that brown, which is such a pretty brown. I had that on my lids about 2 videos back. So I'm just going to use it along the lower lash line today. It's just like a nice soft cocoa color. No, actually it's not as deep as cocoa. But it's kind of a chocolatey brown, but it's a light brown. Okay, so I just dragged that along the lower lash line. Okay, now I'm going to curl my lashes with my Shiseido eyelash curler off camera. That way I can do it as long as I need to. And I've been layering my mascaras lately. I start off with the Wet n Wild Lash Renegade in Avenging Amethyst. And yes, this is a purple eyeshadow. But it's got like this creamy mousse-like consistency that makes a great eyeshadow primer. So I've tried most of my mascaras with it, and they all layer beautifully over this. But yeah, I've been using it as a primer. And I was thinking that there's another mascara that I want to try and do the same thing with. I'm thinking that maybe there's something about colored mascaras that layer well with others. It's funny, I don't know if I must have layered mascaras over each other at one time, but yeah, this has got this nice texture to it. And I've had the Lash Renegade, just the regular black one, and I don't think it has this consistency to it. Otherwise, I would just use that all by itself. But yeah, this is like really like a light whipped formula that just other mascaras play well with it. But I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. This is amazing even on its own. But with that other one layered, under it, or this layered over that one. It's incredible. And this is the miniature version, and there seems to be a lot of product in here. I'm so glad I got the mini of this, because I'm watching like as time goes on, and this is open day after day, week after week. The texture is starting to change, and it's getting a little bit drier. And I think if I had bought the full size, I think it may have dried up before I could use it all. Because, yeah, there seems to be, you know, quite a bit in here. So I'm glad I got the mini of this anyway. But look at my lashes though. My God, my lashes haven't looked this good in a long, long time. I was having a problem there for a while with every mascara I bought. It wasn't doing anything for my lashes, but these two together, really great. Okay, on my lips, I'm going to use, in my haul video the other day, I showed you that I had bought 2 of the new Maybelline Shaping Lip Liners, and I think I had the mauve one on in the video. I'm going to use the other one in today's video. It's called Divine Wine. These liners are so nice, you guys. If you're in the market for a new liner, these are really great. So first I'm going to line my lips. And I do have lip balm on from before. That's the very first thing I put on is my lip balm. Then I go on to like face primer, foundation, that sort of thing. So I think I'm going to fill my lips in with a liner. It's not a necessary step, but a lot of times it will make your lipstick look more even, and it'll make it last longer, but with the lipstick I'm using today, that's going to last just fine. You'll see. These lip liners are so pretty, you could almost just use them on their own and not even put anything over them, because over the lip balm they have a really nice texture. Okay. So I thought since I used a Maybelline palette for my eyes that I would use a Maybelline lipstick. And I have not used this in quite a while, so This is the Maybelline SuperStay Matte Ink in Voyager. And yeah, it's been a hot minute. And I remember loving these lipsticks, and you know, you move on, you buy new things, and then the old things get pushed aside. But I remember really loving these lipsticks. And they have a whole bunch of new colors of these too, so if this goes well, you know, I might want to check those out. I like the scent of these. I don't mind scent in my makeup if it's a scent that I like. Okay, so I like the way that turned out. Oh, actually, it looks like I've got more in the crease on this side than I do over here. See, this is where I run into problems. Because now if I add a little bit more on this side, will it be even? Let's find out. Okay, so just a little bit more. That's definitely better. Okay, that's better. All right, so that is the completed look, and I like this palette. Are they the most tempting? Are they the most saturated with pigment? No, but I find that easier to work with, you know, then you can build it more slowly, and you don't have to struggle with it as much. I think this is a really good palette for beginners because, you know, they've already done the work for you in terms of color coordination and whatnot. If you want to see me use the pink side, let me know. I don't know how many of you like those kind of colors. I know most people prefer these types of shades, but yeah, I can do a video using that side too if you want. So that is it for today, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.